All right. So here we are again. And this is the third time we've seen Chinese versus Mayans between MbL and Yo, due to the fact they both called restarts. Maybe based on maps, maybe based on the fact they couldn't lame. Arabia is always wild, and they're so close together. And MbL's pig is just waiting for Yo on that hill. Will MbL spot the fact that he's gonna lose the boar? Oh, he sees the boar! Oh, at least he spotted it. The stupid thing about eagles, though, is that they have extra attack and extra HP over scouts in Dark Age. So you can't even fight that thing to push it away. Oh my god. If Yo sees that MbL has more sheep here, he could steal 4 sheep from MbL. This is really good for Mr. Yo. But Yo is running forward to take the boar with the villager. They're that close. He's taking the boar with the villager. Because why not? Now MbL, oh my god, this could be hilarious. MbL would see this, won't he? He sees the vill. Yo's gonna lose the villager. What is happening? Okay, MbL, that's your pig. You need you need to somehow retrieve your pig. That is yours. Yo might send another villager. This is awkward. He can't fight the eagle. Oh, the pig is going back as well. Oh my god. Do not lame MbL. How many times do I have to say it? Do not lame MbL. We saw Viper try it in the 2 pulls tournament, and MbL, while laming Viper's scout, sorry, he was not laming Viper's scout. He was laming Viper's boar. And then he killed Viper's scout with his own scout. It was complicated. It was AoE2 play of the year on YouTube if you missed it, but holy cow. Okay, now MbL's attempting to bring in this pig. And Yo is trying to lame MbL. And MbL, this is ridiculous. MbL's trying his best to just block the pig. While Yo's trying to block the vill. This is so dumb. Laming is so strong, man. but MbL's having none of it. Screw you, I'm bringing in this boar. I mean, both players researched Loom at the start, so attacking with the scout wouldn't be that successful. And I guess after all of that, MbL is quote-unquote fine? I guess he's fine. He got his boars. He did still lose 2 sheep. It sucks that his deer are behind here and he can't push them. I don't know. I think Yo's going to be okay. I think Yo's going to be okay because he has very easy wall off on the front. And again, I think man-at-arms against Chinese can be good. Yo hasn't even found his own sheep. He was that aggressive with the lame, he hasn't found his own sheep. Well, he'll probably go back for them. But what if he needs them? That's right, he's got the boar. This is weird. Okay, so honest question. As if questions can be dishonest. What is your general opinion on laming, guys? Do you think laming is too strong? Do you think it's too RNG? Because if laming was not allowed, for example, none of that would have happened, and all of those moments changed the game so much. I'm just curious. Laming is skillful. Okay, people realize I like the response part of the game. I agree. I think it's part of the game, indeed. Only thing I would say though is I would like Eagle Scouts to be nerfed in Dark Age. I think they should. You see this extra line of sight? I think there's no reason to give a unit that can heal inside a town center and that has extra attack and HP in Dark Age to have the extra line of sight. I would just like to see them have the line of sight of a regular scout. That's my only thought. Anyways, to Feudal Age they'll be going. And Yo found his sheep, and both players are on the way up. MbL has 2 more villagers. It's a Chinese bonus, and the fact that he killed Mr. Yo's scout.
Just dropping off the Prime sub. Recently started a new job, so haven't caught a stream in a while. Fingers crossed I'll get some more time soon to catch a stream. Keep up the good work in the meantime.
Okay, so MbL obviously knows that Yo is here. So he has to be careful. He sees the berries. He'll see the wood. He'll probably hug the wood line. Maybe he'll think that the barracks would be on the front, so he's looking for it. MbL has his own barracks, and he's sending 3 to gold. So you see how... I mean, he's down 2 sheep. But you see how late he was to the barracks and everything? That's a common problem with Chinese. Which is why any man-at-arms build versus Chinese is good. But in mid-feudal age, it's almost like Malay. If Chinese delay a little bit, the Chinese begin to be very strong. Okay, so 3 militia for Yo. And he has the eagle. Nice hit. And it will be 3 militia for MbL. He's lacking food due to the lack of sheep. The other thing with Chinese is if you get lamed at all, even losing 2 sheep, it can really hurt you. Fast archery range for MbL. Good hits. And that is really good for him. He will kill the eagle. Nice job weathering the storm, and that should give him an advantage in the fight as well, because the scout really makes an impact. T90, how do you fight man-at-arms if you're Chinese? You're always up so late. Well, again, normally you have to defend a bit. Okay. And because of the scout, MbL will be better off here. A bit of micro. Perfect. He's just running by to tempt Yo into... Yeah, see, he's just tempting Yo into attacking. And after all is said and done, Yo will not be too disappointed, right? I mean, 1 man-at-arm is not going to damage him too much. And he's already going fast archer range. And fast fletching as well. MbL will see the blacksmith too. All of this scouting is important. Actually, Yo went for double bit axe instead of the fletching upgrade. So he'll lack the food for fletching. Nice use of the deer from MbL. Nice use of the scout as well. 3 HP. But he sees the stone is there. That's a good sign. He is just passing. Yeah, though you'll see a lot of farms. Nowadays, most players just do man-at-arms into 1 range, and then up to Castle Age. It's really strong, because you prioritize eco while also prioritizing military. Very rarely will you see man-at-arms into 2 archery ranges. Instead, what they'll do is they'll save that wood and put it into farm eco. So there's one thing I want to point out here. Where are the stones for Yo? He has this stone here. This stone here. Not a great map for Mayans stone-wise. So he's playing with straight archers. Archers and skirms. That's something Chinese can do just as well. And also Chinese, they get knights. They could go for a knight transition. Oh, and Yo just rang the bell. Alert, alert. Army incoming, ring the bell. Ooh. Do we have a base trade incoming? Or will Yo be forced to react to this? Yeah, Yo is on the way back. I would love to see MbL shoot the deer. Okay, a scout goes down. They'll focus on the army. And MbL has the hill! And MbL has fletching. Fletching is in for Yo. Yo has now created an eagle. That's a good move. But also good shots for MbL. That villager is blocking the pathing on the eagle. Small mistake there for Mr. Yo. Good work from MbL. I mean, the fact that he was not lamed heavily is amazing. He should have been down a boar. Instead, Yo is down a villager. And MbL's micro! 8 kills and 4 deaths. Technically, that's 9 kills. Because the boar stole one of his kills. Okay, now I think you have to back up because of the threat of another eagle. And just take your hill. One big thing you have to remember when playing Age 2, or I guess watching Age 2 if you're mainly watch. It's not about one big strike to win the game. It's about slowly constricting your opponent, slowly taking advantages. In fact, Viper, who's the best at that, should really be called like a python or something. Boa constrictor, because he slowly surrounds you. He slowly takes small advantages to win games. It's never something crazy. Just a bunch of small things. So far, MbL's had a bunch of small advantages, and Yo has not walled this up yet. Yo's army is running forward. Now, at the same time, Yo's taking a decent fight here. And MbL has added a stable for some scouts. But this is good damage for MbL. He still denies the deer, killed another villager, and he will deny the berries temporarily. Very good work. Now, if he can get a scout forward to the skirmishers, he'll stay here even longer, but as I say that, he loses the scout. There's so much these players are doing right now. Interesting point is Yo went for armor on his infantry, meaning he'll commit more towards eagles than archers, and after all of that, Yo will end up clearing up the skirms, and he's killed a scout. He takes the lead with the KD, and takes a good fight versus this scout as well. So yeah, I like the eagle approach. Eagles and pikes is probably much better than committing to archers. But now he's going to be a little bit vulnerable. So what did he kill? He killed 2 scouts with all that? It's not bad. I really wish MbL would have killed the deer with the skirms though. That's almost 300 food that Yo has. So MbL will already have, he'll already have the stable up to make knights as a counter to the eagles, but it's actually quite easy to go 2 barrack eagles and use a market and go castle age. Not so easy to create scouts and have a fast castle time because it's a lot more food investment. As I say that though, MbL's floating gold and he'll build a market, so he might buy that food. Every eagle that MbL trades with, now until Yo upgrades them in Castle Age, is huge. And he could do so as well. Should do so. It's a bad fight for Yo to be taking. And great micro from MbL. Wow. Okay, well, hold on. Finish off the eagle. There you go. And close in on the skirms and the archer. Immediately turns around against the Eagle Warrior again, or Eagle Scout again. Turns around again to kill another Eagle. This is so well played from MbL. And he's on his way to Castle Age faster than Mr. Yo. So he fell behind 2 games in this series. MbL won game 1. Yo won game 1. Yo won game 2. He tied it up 2-2, and now MbL is taking some big fights here in game 3 after defending from the lane. I'm expecting 2 stable knights. He's expecting eagles from Yo. I think Yo will have to go 1 TC all in here. He really needs to catch up in equal numbers to pose any threat to MbL. Oh. Oh, I'm not sure about this, though. MbL, why? What? I don't know, guys. He wants to tower the front of Yo's base. I mean, you gotta think he's gonna have 2 knights on the way to this before Yo can engage. It's just not a situation where you need to do this. But he's really heavy on stone, and he wants to maybe keep control of the map because those golds are in the center. Really peculiar timing. Instead of going for 2 or 3 TCs, he's deciding to go forward with towers. And Yo's scared of this. I'm not saying Yo shouldn't be frightened, because he's behind. He's lacking map control, but is it completely necessary from MbL? I'm not sure. But he's killed a Vill. Good work. He'll kill another villager! And now he's in Castle Age faster and getting Bod Canero to... Oh, and a castle on the front! And if he walls in the villagers, that castle's going up! But where are the knights? MbL really needs knights here. This is decent trade for MbL considering it's just scouts and skirms. It's decent. It's not great. It's decent. Now, I think Bod Canero was a mistake. I think if you went for attack or armor on knights, that would be better. But I still think his castle will go up. Nice work to kill the only thing that's threatening those castle villagers. And he's just running around and around and around and around. The castle will go up on the front of Yo's base. And I guess MbL will just... yeah, he'll just push from there and have some knights waiting at home. Have to say, amazing unit control from MbL over the last few minutes. Running around the castle, picking off that archer. Pretty impressive stuff. Just has to defend from this, and he should be okay. He's on 2 town centers as well. I think he has enough numbers. Yeah, he certainly has enough numbers and upgrades to kill those eagles. Now Yo's adding a town center and another town center. So 3 town centers for Yo, believe it or not. Not seeing any way that Yo can damage MbL, though. That's the best fight that Yo can get. And it's not a good fight. Wow. Weird, unorthodox play from MbL. And it has worked. I wonder if it's worth it to go guard tower. Just tower the farm space and the front of Yo's base. He still has a lot of villagers on stone. Yeah, there's a tower there. I think that's what he'll do. Now, how easily he'll be able to pull that off when there are eagles around is a different story. Wow, saves his vills. Okay. He will also now see that Yo has a tower there, but his own tower should be well out of range. MbL is winning. MbL is winning. He'll add siege? I mean, all of Yo's production buildings are underneath the castle. MbL could just go for a ram and ram down the barracks, and then what will Yo do? Yo needs a counterattack. This is... okay, so you'll find yourself in situations sometimes where you have to defend with as little as possible and get some type of counter damage in, and that's what Yo's going for. This is him recognizing that he's behind, so he'll hope to defend with, I don't know, siege, monks, yeah, siege monks, and go for a counter raid. And if he were to kill the stone miners, that would even out the vill counts. It'd be very like MbL, though, to place a castle here, realizing he's exposed. He knows he's exposed at home. Now, the villagers are building it from the right-hand side, though. That's pretty bad. But he doesn't see the eagles any longer. And he's just running with Chukunu, and the eagles aren't here either. So he knows what's coming! This is brilliant from MbL. So good. And, oh god, he house walls it too. That is some sick game sense. That is some sick game sense. He didn't see any, well, it's what he didn't see, I guess, that told him that Yo would be coming to his base. And after all of that, Yo is out of eagles. Yo doesn't have the front of his base. Yo is getting raided on gold. MbL has a huge lead. It's so easy for me as a caster to point those things out, right? It's so easy, but I explained the reasoning why. MbL in real time, being blind to it, realized what Yo was going for. I also love how he didn't double down with another castle on the front, because he already has control of this area. There's no need to build a second castle here. That would just end up being a waste if Mr. Yo trebs it down later on. And man, is he confident now. He's microing with Chukunu. And beautiful micro as well. Yo is really struggling. And Yo's hoping to... maybe plumed archers can do it for him. But 75 villagers for MbL and 58 for Yo. Man, has MbL turned it on. So now MbL has such a big eco lead. He just needs to continue to annoy and apply pressure, and boom. Honestly, if his knights get here, if he even needs them, he could clean up even more villagers. Look, killed the Mangonel, killed the monk, and Yo just taps out and calls the GG. What an incredible performance from MbL. This, I think this was his most impressive victory so far today. The cup game was good. The Gold Rush game was good. It was solid. But this was just downright impressive. It's very rare for players to go forward like MbL did there. But the Tower Rush into Castle Drop, into the amazing defensive castle and knight defense, was impressive. And then the micro and oof. Like that, when people were like, hey, T90, why don't you want to invest more time into playing Age? You're pretty good. Why don't you try and compete in tournaments? I see a game that's as flawless as this, and I'm like, because I could never do this. I could never perform at this level. I wouldn't even be able to get close. That was amazing. So now the score's 3-2. What makes it even more impressive is that MbL was down 2 games and is now up 3-2.